Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid. You find us here about to have the last of our delicious salmon and vegetable roast. Oh yes, it's got all sorts of lovely things in it. Carrots and salmon and other delicious things. Hopefully that will fill us right up because we are a little bit hungry and a tiny bit overweight because we're carrying a bit more stuff than usual. And let's have a look at what's been going on since last time you were here. Now, we've got some veggies out here that are they are ready to harvest, but we're going to let them go one more stage until they are all seed bearing. As you can see here, our vehicles have shuffled around just a little bit, and there's a reason for that. If we head out here, you can see we've got the old Steyr, whatever this thing was called, I forget. But it's here, and we've got a tractor here that's in mediocre condition, and that red van, little minivan thing, that's in not the best shape. But here we have the Land Rover, and if we have a quick look at it, you can see it is in fairly good condition. We managed to swap a bunch of parts around and fix this up a bit. We repaired the front two seats there. The rear seats could use a bit, but that's fine. The engine is mostly what's in need of repair, so we are going to be on the hunt today for some engine parts. Our truck van thing here still has a bunch of spare parts and associated bits and bobs in it. We'll have to probably take most of that with us. Over here, you can see we have two tractors. And this is the gloriousness of everything we brought back. I went through and made up one tractor first, as you saw in the last episode, which was this one. That is in pretty good condition. We are up to 83% overall there, which is fantastic. And we've still got to find some engine parts to fix that up a bit. But otherwise that one's looking pretty solid. And that is the one that we have the key for. And then this one around here too, we managed to cobble together out of the rest of the spare parts. And if I can actually access the thing, there we go. Yes, this one is not in quite as good condition, and it's missing a radio, oddly enough. But yep, this one is again in pretty solid nick, so we can use that one as well if we need to. But today, what we are going to do is head off on a little bit of a road trip, hence why I've got the shotgun. Oh yes, we are going to go have a look at some potential farms and see if we can find some farming equipment. And of course now I need a nap, which is just fantastic. I haven't even got out of the yard yet and I'm already tired. I tell you what, I got some vitamins, let's have a vitamin or two. Take pills, because vitamins are supposed to help. I don't know how much they'll help, but it knocked it out pretty quick. Let's take all of them. Okay, good. Now we are going to, there's a couple of farms around here I've been checking out on the map and I have an idea where they are. Now we haven't, in fact speaking of maps, let's bring out our map. Obviously this is where we are right now. There is a farm up somewhere around about here, and one somewhere over here. There's a few, actually there's quite a few odds and ends over in this direction that we will want to be looking at. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to see what other interesting things we can find and trouble that we can get into. And that's why we bought the shotgun, because I figure we may have to clear out some zombies along the way. Hopefully not too many, but we are going to new places we haven't been before, and there are quite a lot of zombies milling around now, so chances are we will find a fair few along the way. So yeah, let's head on a road trip, see where we go. Actually, what I'm going to do quick is hop out here. Yes, no, the reason for stopping is to see if we can get some engine parts from these two vehicles. Because they are not in the best condition. No, we can't. Okay. What about this one? A couple of zombies coming in. No, that one's shot. Okay, not to worry. We're not going to hang around here and kill anything. We are just going to get in our landing and head off. They can hang around there as much as they like. That's fine. Oh, hello. They were having a bit of a nom down there, it looked like. Ooh, a car with a missing wheel. We may have to check that out at some point, or at least move it off the road. And this should be a farm. And as I pulled into the farm, the new voiceover guy took over with a fancy new microphone. Can you tell the difference? So I had a quick scout around the area and then popped into the garage to see what we can find. A generator, a propane torch, I'll have that, a box of nails and some other minor loot. We headed over to the other shed. In there was a second generator. Very nice. And again we found some more nails and a hand axe, what we might come back for, some metal odds and ends, and a second propane torch as well. We'll have that. And we marked on the map where these two generators were, because this might be a place that we come back to. And if we're not going to settle here, then at least we know there's two generators there, so we can come back and get them later on. And I hop back in the Land Rover, and proceeded to head out. Decided not to check the farmhouse. And got back on the main road and continued heading north, avoiding zombies as we went. A small car crash seems to have happened. We may stop back at that later. Continued on up the road and took a right onto what should be a fairly decent farm area. Oh, hello, Mr. Tractor. Wonder if there are any tools in this field. Apparently this Land Rover doesn't like to drive through fields too terribly much. Oh, hello. There's something. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. Can we do anything with it? View mechanics, there we go. This, I think, is the plough. Yes, it is. Agro Star plough. Suspension's a bit knackered, but that's not a problem. Okay. Let's see if this tractor works. Where's the tractor? So I drove back around in the Land Rover and got out to check on the tractor. Realised we'd had an interloper coming to investigate. Took care of him quick. Then added a little bit of gasoline into the tractor from the handy bottle that I had with me. Found another local that had come to visit, took care of him, and then proceeded to hotwire the tractor. Somehow I managed to get it on the first go, which was lovely. So took the tractor over and attempted to hook it up to the plough. Zoomed in far too much and managed to park the tractor a bit far away. But I didn't know that until I got out to check. So after repositioning the tractor, when I got out the second time, I was actually able to attach the plough to the tractor, which is lovely. That is looking good. So now we're going to take this back around to the main road, well not the main road, but the road at the front of the house. And since this tractor is a bit slow, which is an unfortunate problem with them, we're going to run at 200% speed, which still doesn't look that fast. But yes, that's how tractors go. So what we are going to do is stop here on the gravel road, hop out, disconnect the plough, and then just pull the tractor off to the side, because I've got a little something in mind. Hey, is that what I think it is? And the question is, can I get on it? I can. It doesn't have a key in it though. Let's see if we can hotwire this thing. Ah, no fuel. That's unfortunate. I wonder if it has any sort of mechanics. It does. It's in fairly good condition as well. Interesting. Just for fun, let's put a little bit of gas in this tiny mower and see what it does. Well, it mows the grass. That is hilarious. We found ourselves a little ride-on mower. I wonder if we could tow this back to base with us. Oops. Oh, apparently it mows zombies as well. There you go. Let's have a quick look just down this little road here, in case there's an extra barn or something. Hello? Wait a minute. Oh, would you Adam and Eve it? We've only gone and found ourselves a seeder and a plough, another plough, and another tractor, come to think of it. But let's have a quick check, see if this one's got any keys or anything in it. Oh, it does have a key in it. Well, that's handy. We'll have that. Let's see if it's got any fuel in it. No, it doesn't have any fuel. Okay, we'll leave the key in there. Let's have a quick look at it. See what kind of condition it's in. Not the best. It's completely out of fuel. Okay. Well, that's good to know. There's another tractor up here with a key, that all we would need to do is put fuel in it. Right, let's have a quick look in this barn. Fertiliser. No, I don't think we need to worry about the fertiliser, although, I mean, it might be handy. Yeah, let's grab it. We'll leave the half-empty one there. Alright, let's have a look at this plough, see what kind of condition it's in quick. Okay, mechanics please. There we go. And it is in fairly decent condition besides the wheels and the suspension. But that is all standard stuff, and we may have wheels back at base for those. But at least the two ploughshares are in good condition. That's very nice indeed. Okay, let's check out this seeder quick as well. Because that was a bit of a blooming miracle, wasn't it? The first real, well, the second farm that we come to, and this one's only gone and got everything that we need. Hopefully this one's in good condition. Okay, it's got crappy tyres, but we can again replace those. They are performance standards by the look of it. Now the seeder tank, that's the only thing we can't do with. Requires seeder plates left to be removed first. Now we should be able to repair those, but they probably require metal working. So yeah, we'll have to maybe see about that in the future.
But for now, let's plonk these... where are we? There we go. Shove these old bags of fertiliser in the back here. And I think we are going to try and hook the plough down there up to the back of the Land Rover, just to see how it goes. Oh, hello, there's a little cart thing up there as well. I bet that's for that little mower. Ooh, that was a bit bouncy. Okay. Right then, we are going to take this back down to our garage and drop it off there and see about repairing those or switching out those tyres. And we'll have to come back for that seeder at some point as well. But also what we might do on the way is stop back at a couple of those car wrecks that we found on the way in and see if we can nick some engine parts from them, provided there's not too much going on with the zombie population. God, that thing's wobbling about like a right old thing. Yeah, this was 2 of them. There's quite a few there. No, I think we're not going to risk it. Tempting though it would be, that is going to be a bit of a risk, and I don't want to take too big of a risk at the moment. Oh crikey, that almost went very wrong. I'm going to have to remember that car's there and maybe move it later on. Okay, here we are back at base now. Let's pull up around here and just reverse this back in as best as we can. Okay. Detach, thank you. Let's go grab ourselves a bit of a nap, I think. And after some undocumented eating and physical exercise and sleep, the next morning came around and it was time to head off to check out another farm to the east. So I hopped in the Land Rover and attempted to start it. Took a couple of goes, but there it was. And off we set on our way, sort of heading towards Muldraw. Except I realised as soon as I pulled out onto the road that I was going the wrong direction. I actually needed to go south first, and then east. So off we toddle. Ooh, smashed into a few zombies there. That almost went a bit wrong. And as we were coming down, we were getting close to where we need to be, looking for a pony Romo. And we decided to stop and have a look at some of these vehicles and take out some of the locals. Give a few a bit of a slap, and then shotgun time. Oh yes, a few more proceeded to arrive, so I decided to gather them up and start having at them with the shotgun. As you can see, this is sped up footage of me collecting them and shooting them, because it took quite a while to do in real time. Lots of walking away from them and turning around and grabbing boxes of ammo out of bags and opening them and all that fun stuff. And the last few I finished off with my trusty nightstick. Oh no, that was not good. I totally whiffed on that first hit. That was not what we wanted to happen. Scratched and bleeding. Well, at least it's just a scratch. Not quite what I'd wanted to happen, but hopefully we'll be okay. And they knocked off our glasses and our hat again. How rude. Okay, we got a lot of dead bodies to check now. Helicopters coming in, this doesn't sound good. Just flew past. Maybe we're safe. I was about to say this house was secure, but apparently that helicopter attracted quite a few zombies. Where the hell did that come from? I saw a key just then. There it is. A D20, that might be that truck just up the road. Oh, Chevalier Titan key, we'll have that as well. It could be for one of these vehicles just here. It is, it's for this one. Well, let's see what kind of condition it's in. Shocking condition. We can't even take any of the engine parts out of it. Although it does have a bit of fuel in it, which might come in handy. We could at least move it out of the way, but I don't think we need to go down this road. Yeah, nothing useful in the back there. We'll have that duct tape, that's always useful. And so I went to throw some items in the back of the Landy and got snuck up on by a local. After dispatching him, I went up to take a look at that work truck that was in the middle of the road being very obnoxious. It too was in pretty shocking state, couldn't take any engine parts and it had no fuel in it, which was annoying. So I went around the side to check what was in the bed. There's some useful items in here, but at that point yet another zombie decided to come up and see what was going on, and they brought a friend with them. So after dispatching them, I went back and grabbed the little white car and used that to tow the truck out of the road. And in typical Feldin fashion, it stalled. Ah, this is the Pony Romo place. Let's see what we can, kind of fun we can get into here. And sure enough, I found some fun. Whipped out the old shotgun and started taking it to all these friendly people that had come to ride the ponies. And then went inside. Let's drink a little bit of delicious toilet water while we're here, and refill our water bottle. And after that delicious splash of Apocalypse Eau de Toilette, we went to check the mess that we made. Turns out we'd been off in some zombie jockeys, which is interesting because they seem to be wearing numbered gear. So I had a look around, and sure enough, I managed to find one with a very particular number on it. Number 3. Since I am Feldin the Third, in my third incarnation currently, I figured we'd take that one and give it a bit of a wear. There we go, number 3. And I hopped back in the Landy and progressed down the road looking for our farm at 200% speed, I think this is. And as you can see, it's a very rural road. There's a few zombies milling around here. We'll have to clear them out eventually if we decide to move here. The road is pretty terrible. It's just a dirt track, so it's kind of difficult to drive on, and it's got a lot of bushes and shrubs and stuff in it, in the way. And a parked car, which looked like it was in pretty dire condition as well. So we carried on down, and it opened out into a rather nice looking farmhouse. And as we pulled around, aha, a couple of extra ploughs. We'll have a look at them later on. So I parked up, got out the landy, and went in to investigate the shed. There's a few odds and ends in here that we could use. Nothing we needed to take immediately though, but it's good to know. And then we went down to the south side, check out a couple of stables and outbuildings. Maybe we'll turn one of those into a tractor building, who knows. And I went back to the farmhouse to have a look and see what was in here. Make sure it was clear. Doors were locked. One of the windows was open though, and luckily no alarm. So I started checking out the insides and found a toilet. And another toilet. Well, at least a sink. I went upstairs, had another look around, and found, you guessed it, another toilet. And it was at this point I found a razor, and figured maybe at some point we'll have to have a bit of a shave, because we are looking like a bit of a wild man, big bushy beard there. And I took the opportunity to climb out the window. It's a bit of a risk, but as it turns out I can walk on this bit of flat roof, and that is going to be very helpful. After that I went back downstairs to check out the ploughs over here and see exactly what's what with them. Now it looks like this one is in pretty decent condition already, so we're not going to need to bring anything down for this. We can leave the other plough back up at the garage area, our other base. The second plough unit is a bit dodgy. It's got a manky wheel, a shocking suspension. The shocks are shocking, haha, and one dodgy plough. But we might be able to get some bits off of that other one and bring down with us. So I decided the best bet for now is to get in our Land Rover and head back home. Seems we're going to have to get some engine parts and try to fix this thing up, because that took a little bit of effort to start. But yes, so I'm going to head back home. I think I was waving at the roof there because that might be where I put the generator. But yes, we are going to head on back to the gas station diner fort that we've been building and start thinking about how we are going to get stuff down to this area and what we need to do to fix it up. Because clearly we're going to need to do a lot of work. We've got to clean up this road, maybe get some gravel or some cement or something, make it a little bit better. But I do hope you've enjoyed whatever this was. And I hope we'll see you next time as we continue on in the adventures of Feldin. Cheerio, everyone.